What's going on, everybody? Oh, what's this? Oh,
Okay.
Oh, it's very chilly. Oh, man. So today is February 19th, 2025, and I gotta tell you guys, today it was cold enough to freeze the balls off of a brass monkey.
What is that?
It's a naval term. I guess on ships that had cannons, they would store the cannonballs on this little, it was like a little lipped brass ring thing. And when it got really cold on the ship, it like the metal contracts and then the cannonballs fall off. So the balls fall off of a brass monkey. Yeah, right? Oh, dude, I was feeling it. Yeah, this guy was like, oh, nah, it's 19 degrees? Yeah, shorts and a t-shirt. Yeah. That's fine.
I mean, I was like, all right, let's get these sets going. I gotta warm up.
Yeah. But, so as you see there, markers of hypertrophy stimulus. So let's talk first about leg day. Let's see, how are you feeling after leg day? How are your quads?
Quads have been sore.
Okay.
A little bit of glutes. Some hip flexor. Yeah.
Okay, what would you say out of 10 on the quads there?
Quads, I would say they're probably the heavier ones, actually. So yeah, out of the muscle groups. Not sure why that was though.
Interesting.
For that last one. Yeah, because the one before that was definitely hip flexors. So
okay.
Yeah, must have.
Okay, so then what? They're like what, 6, 7 out of 10?
Probably like 6. Yeah.
6, and then everything's what, 2 or 3? The other ones? Okay.
Yeah, like 3. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually weird. My quads didn't start getting sore until like just a few hours ago. It's strange. Yeah, this morning I felt totally normal. I was like, damn, am I gonna have to add another set to these deadlifts and then potentially even the Nordics, which I might do, but I think I was plenty sore. The other thing we talked about this morning that I wasn't taking into account, because God, I've been just perma-bulking forever. Like, I've just been massing so long that I forgot. When you eat a hypocaloric diet, so like less calories than what your body needs for like a fat loss mesocycle or something like that, you actually will get sore. You will get less sore from your training sessions. I can't remember the exact biochemistry that goes into it, but it's essentially like your body doesn't have enough to cause all of the damage and do all of the repairing that you would have if you're eating in a surplus and you have like plentiful carbs and protein and stuff. I mean, protein pretty much stays the same, but
yeah.
It's kind of a known thing that you don't get as sore when you're cutting. So I'm trying to be a little bit mindful of that and not just keep throwing on intensity and load and getting crazier and crazier, because it could end up like injuring myself or something like that, just because I'm not realizing that there's that difference there. So
yeah, it's interesting. I didn't realize that.
Yeah. I think I only recently learned that a few months ago. So yeah, it's I think it was God, what's his name? This guy that trains with Mike Israetel all the time. IFBB Pro, Jared Feather, that's his name. Yeah, it was one of his workout sessions I was watching, and he said that. I was like, what? Bro, I've never heard of that. And I looked it up. Apparently it's a thing. So something to be mindful of, folks. So yeah, it was super cold out there today. See, I got the beautiful heater there running to toast up our little leggies while we're benching. And then this dude's, he's cold hardy, all right? It's not a factor for him, so he's out there in shorts and a t-shirt.
That's my cold plunge, I tell you.
Oh, yeah, for real, yeah. Oh, my gosh, yeah.
Pre-cold plunge.
Yeah. God. Yeah, it's not stressful enough doing one of these workouts. You need to be frigid while you're doing it, too. Yes, added layers. But yeah, so getting warmed up here, which is good, because like I just said, super duper cold. Balls, monkeys, all that stuff. So incline bench here. How did we do on incline bench? So I kept the same volume, 3 sets, and load is the same because we're still at 3 RIR here on this second week. And 13, 11, and 9 is what I got last session, and I matched all those reps here today, so that is good. Actually, we didn't go over the markers from today's session. I was definitely more beat up today, for sure, than I was last time. Yeah, chest is like already sore and tight.
Yeah.
Triceps are like all kinds of disturbed. They're like totally jank. Yeah, perturbed as well. Yes, for sure. And then front delts, I feel like it's always... No, yeah, front delts actually, yeah, they're almost sore too. So I'm going to be feeling this one more than I felt that last session, for sure. And then I think you had mentioned, I asked you earlier in the day, like how you were feeling. You were saying you were pretty like lifting your arms was
Oh yeah, my shoulders I think were the most sore and tired already.
Yeah. Those seated dumbbell overhead presses, they'll do you in, and especially because I ended up adding. So I actually increased the load on my overhead presses, and I added a set. So we got some extra volume going on during this one, but don't want to get too far ahead here. Let's watch some of these reps here. Oh man, yeah, you were creeping on these presses, bro. I was like, it was making me hurt just watching you do it.
Yeah, it was painful.
It was painful.
Oh my god. Just keep doing it.
Yeah, that's the comments of the day. It was painful. But in a good way, guys. Not, Although actually it was one thing that was happening to both of us. Both of our wrists were hurting, and I was like, are we old? Are we cold? Or is it just our technique? Like, what's going on here? And I think we did kind of determine, and actually, I can see it here. My left wrist is straighter than my right wrist is.
Yeah, it's like he like mentioned like this. I'm like, no wonder why it hurts.
Yeah, I was asking him. I was like,
wasn't that bad.
I was like, can you look at it for me? He's like, yeah, bro, you're like this. Devil, bro. Yeah, so I was trying to be more mindful of it, and like
I think it got better though as you were doing the other ones.
Yeah, I found that like whenever I was setting up the press, I was having my the back of my hands face towards me a lot more, and so I started just like turning it to where the bar is sitting, I guess like along where the thumb is, pretty much like straight down to the end of the hand there.
Yeah.
And it seemed to help a little bit, but yeah, it's still my left wrist actually still is feeling a little jank, so hopefully that doesn't jack us up tomorrow doing the chin-ups? Pull-ups?
We'll keep switching it. What did we say last time?
It's pull chins now.
Yeah, pull chins.
Yeah, pull chins. Yeah, so hopefully that doesn't cause any issues, but it's pretty slight. As long as I get a nice crisp 8 hours tonight sleep, I should be good to go. So yeah, really good session. Got all the musculature I was looking to stimulate, nice and stressed out. And then, I think hopefully I've got one more set. We can watch some reps for me. But yeah, dude, you were taking your time on these bad boys, and you can see too the no more reps for me. I do it every time, bro. I do it every time. God,
that's great.
Yeah. So moving over to the seated dumbbell shoulder press here. Like I said, I increased the weight because I noticed last session I was getting to 3 RR, but it when you do, let's say you do a 30 rep, you choose a weight that's like your 30 rep max. Once you start getting into like 27, 28, 29 reps, even like up to 20 reps, on certain exercises, it burns real bad, but it stops feeling like you're trying hard. It kind of just feels like you're moving around. And that's kind of how I felt in that last session. So I ended up increasing the load here. And so let's see, it was 20 pounds each arm. I did 20 and 18.
Oh, looks like you had your guest appearance.
Oh, snap. Yeah, my little homie Finley, creeping in. Oh, yeah, she's special, I love that dog. I'm like trying not to smile. I'm like, Finley. I want to talk to her. Yeah, she saw me down there. She's like, what? What you want? She's chilling under the desk here with us now. But yeah, ended up increasing the load here. So what did I say? 20, 18, 20 and 18 for the first and second set last session. On this one I did 2 sets at 25. I got 17 and 15, so that pretty much tracks with that weight increase. And then I did a drop back down to 20 for the last set. Or did I? No, actually, I guess I decided to keep 25 the whole time. And that last set I did 13. So, yeah, that kind of follows the rule of 2 reps there where the decrease is going. So, yeah, that ended up for sure stimulating the side delts much more. And you guys can see the range of motion here. We're trying to get super duper ROM, get that full stretch, so that way we can work every bit of muscle fiber possible. So let's see how these look. Pretty good, nice and controlled on the way down. Pretty strenuous on the way up.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one looked like it was about to be the last.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, once I start, I try not to grit my teeth, just because sometimes it just feels like they're gonna break. But yeah, see what you got going on here. I know
it's popping in.
Oh yeah, dude, that'd be horrible. Yeah, that'd be so sad. I think that'd probably ruin a session, having your tooth pop out on you. Yeah, and so we're still kind of dialing the form for you, huh? On these guys.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well, I mean, what was it feeling like? Like, let me know about these cues. How was it making you feel? Like, because I know that, what was the first thing? Bringing the arms forward a little bit so your shoulder or your elbows don't go so far back?
Yeah. That was better, I think, for this one. But then from there, I think it was me actually, like, turning it a bit more when I was coming down.
Oh, yeah.
Which I think we do in the second set, not this one as much.
That's
like
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The, like having because, like on a bench press, especially a barbell bench press, you have no choice. Like the bar is straight, so your hands are going to be straight. But on a dumbbell, from a lot of people, it can be much more comfortable to have almost like when you're at the bottom of the movement, have like a 45-degree angle. And then as you come up, you externally rotate, and then they end up being...
Like,
yeah.
And then,
yeah.
I mean, almost, but more on a 45.
Yeah, like that. Where it's externally rotating. Yeah, I'm like, look, just like this. Look at my hand.
That was the one to actually see.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy. Yeah, so, and, oh, man, yeah, I forgot to record at least 1 or 2 sets here. Oh, yeah, so you can see me jumping in here. Yeah, talking about moving the hands. And really, the main thing, too, and I was trying to tell you, too, like, if I give a cue, or if someone gives you a cue, or they're like, bro, you should try it like this, man, and you try it and it hurts really bad, yeah, don't just do what they say because they said it. Try it out for you, and if it feels better and it's working the target muscle, stick with it. That's awesome. You got a tip from somebody. But if it sucks, yeah, feel free to just disregard it. Same thing with anything I say. Like, if it's no good, it's no good, because everybody's anatomy's a little bit different. So, yeah, I think
I think that was after whatever you changed, because it looked like I was struggling more on that one. So
yeah.
Like it made it.
Yeah, because you can tell. Yeah, going nice and deep down there. I think.
Yeah.
One of the head shake, bro. That's how you know.
Yeah, I think
really
that altering it changed.
Now, how was it on your triceps? Were your triceps burning a lot?
Not a ton, actually.
Okay, that's a good sign.
Yeah,
because sometimes certain angles of pushing on a dumbbell overhead press like this, or even a bench press, if you're, I feel like if you're keeping it too close to your body, or the there's not much distance between the dumbbells, it can turn into kind of like a tricep heavy.
Yeah.
Tricep heavy exercise. So there's a balance there, trying to figure out the right form. But would you say, because I think you said it was working your upper chest quite a bit?
Yeah, it was upper chest and then my delts, for sure.
Yeah, so because ideally you wouldn't want it to turn into basically an incline bench, but you almost kind of have to like get a bit of an angle, otherwise it can be super uncomfortable. If you're like the bench is not, you can see there's one more notch down there to move up. It's not at 90 degrees, because if you take it to 90 degrees, it feels horrible. I know for me it feels horrible, but yeah, you want to find a place where it's comfortable and you're feeling a burn and tension in the target muscle. That's pretty much it. I mean, there's form Nazis out there who will tell you like, no, this is the way you have to do it. Yeah, screw all those guys. Don't worry about that. It really is pretty individual. So moving on here to the overhead tricep extension. I mentioned it a couple times, and I think it's still holding true. It's still my favorite tricep exercise right now, but it is starting to get a little bit stale for me, and even like my performance is kind of stalling out. So I think unless I develop some sort of pain or something like that, I'll probably keep these for the rest of this meso, and then I'll go ahead and choose a new tricep exercise. Maybe I'm thinking probably skull crushers, which just sounds delightful, doesn't it?
Oh yeah.
That's my jam. Oh, bro.
Oh,
Oh, wait, what's that? What I just did walking in front of the camera? What's that? I just Steven Seagal'd right there. That's like a thing in his films. He'll exit the scene and walk directly in front of the camera. It's like the weirdest thing, bro.
That's so funny.
Yeah, there's a YouTube channel that I watch where they drink beers and watch bad movies. Damn, I'm gonna have to think of the name and like write it down or something so that I don't gyp this guy. But they watch a lot of Steven Seagal movies, and he does it a lot, and so they call it Seagaling out of the frame, basically. Yeah, I just Seagaled out of the frame on that one. But yeah, tricep extensions, I'll probably replace them after this meso. It's starting to get stale for me. I did, let's see, performance 16 and 14 last session, and I did 15 and 11 today. And then my triceps were essentially not sore at all. Maybe only the long head was sore after last session, so I added an extra set. And this one was actually a drop set. So I did 30 pounds for 2 sets, and then I did a drop set at 25 pounds, and that it felt very stimulative. I definitely felt that. How are these feeling for you?
Oh, this burned for me.
Yeah, you're starting to feel pretty dialed in. Do you feel stronger on them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt like pretty comfortable too form-wise, and I feel like I was able to like really isolate my triceps for these.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's the idea, because I think one of the issues people could run into on these two is have it accidentally kind of become like a lat workout too, because I mean when you're you know, what is that? When you got the dumbbell behind your head, it could be like you could start the movement by kind of crunching in and then pushing it up. So it takes some deliberate mental effort to keep the elbows in and let the dumbbell smoothly track down to that big stretch, keeping the tension the whole time, and then to comfortably press it back up, because that's the other thing is like pushing it back up to the top. It could get a little weird with the hands and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's look at some of these reps here.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah, my lats were jello on those. All triceps.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, right. Oh, man. Yeah, you can tell, though, because the shakiness.
So that one, like, sign. I remember, like, trying to, like, keep it, like, close to my ears, because it feels like you're touching ears, but really you're not, because by the time you end up doing it, it goes further out. So by doing that mentally, you keep it, like, I was able to keep it closer and focus more on triceps.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can
which helped
tell.
a bit.
Even, like, if you watch the speed at which it's coming up here.
Yeah.
You're getting close to failure.
Yeah.
Which is good. That's the idea. I think. We'll watch mine too. It was nice having the little beanie on, because setting it on my head was more cushion. I was like, oh, I can adjust. I like to, like, just gently rest it a little bit on my head. That way I can adjust my hands, get them where I want. Because I've mentioned before, these Nuobels, they've got that thick plastic part at the end of the handle. It could be a little weird getting placement on your hands there. And plus the cast iron cutouts, they're really sharp actually. So it's your anatomy, figuring out the best placement for your hands, the best path you want it to take to get the stimulus you need. So let's see here. I think it's probably second or third set. And so it's slowing down a little bit. And on these, I've really been liking when I'm inhaling on the way down. I'm like, it's the same with pretty much all the upper body stuff. I like to expand the chest and like bring the air, because normally when you're breathing, you kind of want to like abdomen breathe, because it's apparently that's the way you're supposed to breathe. I think if you ask someone to take a deep breath, most people go, which apparently you're supposed to breathe through your stomach. But that's a whole nother can of beans there. I really like to expand the chest out, and it just feels like it gets all my upper body muscles like just like fully like pre-flexed. And then whenever I'm like expanded like that, pressing it up, it's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like a piston or something, or some sort of like pressurized system. You know what I mean? Like it's like I'm like filling up with air, and then whenever I start pressing, I'm like pushing it back out, and it's like deflating. I'm like a flesh balloon. Oh God, Jesus! I probably shouldn't have said that. That's a strange thing to say. Yeah, I should change the name of the channel to Flesh Balloon. Oh God, yes. Yeah, so we already talked about performance on these. Let's see, do we have anything else on these guys? I don't think so. And I didn't. Yeah, I started slowing down, right? I was slowing down at the end there. This is my drop set, I believe. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one tomorrow. Let me see here. Did I increase anything for our pull day?
Ooh, those look nice and isolated. Your triceps right there. Like very like limited like body movement. Mostly just strictly arms. It looks like on them.
Yeah, it's because of the long sleeve shirt. You know,
is that part of it?
No, just like you can't see all the horrible jank movement I'm doing. Like, you just can't see it. It's the what was it on Anchorman? He's like it's the effect of the fabric or something. When he has that.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, he has an erection. He's talking to that lady. He's like, oh no, he says it's the pattern of the pants.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, it's just the pattern of the pants.
Oh, that's
it's just the pattern of the shirt. It looks like I'm doing well, but not. It's bad.
I think I couldn't even do one.
Bro.
I was like, oh crap.
Yeah. So on these,
I pooped myself there.
Don't do that. No, that'll make the cold and everything much worse.
Oh man.
Yeah, these bad boys. We decided to do forced negatives.
Yeah. I think I was like, let me try to get one. I couldn't even do it. You're like, yeah, let's just do the negatives.
Yeah, so you're basically doing forced negatives, which let's say someone was doing a bench press, you would have your partner unrack it for you, and then you're the one that brings it down through the eccentric, and then you have your partner lift it back up with you, like using as much force as they can through the concentric, and then you're doing more load than you could handle on the lift, but it's just a way of strengthening yourself through that movement. So that's what we decided to opt for on those instead of we maybe could have put a band on or something like that and had you have the band for resistance, but then you get into like less resistance on the stretch, and there's give and take. So
yeah.
I mean, did it end up feeling pretty stimulating?
Oh, definitely. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's an option for you guys if you're not, and deficit push-ups are harder than normal push-ups, so consider it, guys. But I think that's it. This is the last set of the session. So there we are. Yeah, there we are.
Good struggle face at the end. That's good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah, such a good way to close it out.
Absolutely. So we will see you guys tomorrow for the pull day, and I hope you have a good one.
Yeah, thanks everyone.